Hello everybody and welcome back to Leeton. My name's Jace and today I'm going to do a couple of little jobs around the garden, but the main thing I want to get done is get my dwarf beans planted up. So one of the first jobs I want to do is finish this edge off at this end of the polytunnel, because I've got a hole here and all the soil can just wash out, and this brick that can come out now, because that was only in there to hold up this piece of wood level while we assembled the base rail, etc. So that's not doing anything. That can come out, and then I need to give it a bit of a weed, and then we'll get this old fencing that just from a panel that I cut down. We'll put it down there just temporarily so that I can put some plants in here. Probably my dwarf beans, to be honest. They're nearly ready to go out, and then when this all gets finished on the other side, these could probably be taken out. So give it a weed. This stuff, I've got a feeling this is fireweed, and it's horrendous. If you've got it in your garden, get it out. You can eat it, but if you let it flower and seed, it just takes over. And I had it in my old house and it was a complete nightmare. Every summer it would just go rampant. So get it out by the roots and either get rid of it or compost it. But whatever you do, don't let it flower. Let it flower and seed and you're in trouble. Oh no, that's not mare's tail, is it? Is that a piece of mare's tail? We don't want that. Potato from last year. There's another one. It's that time of year where the more effort you can put in to getting the weeds out, actually digging them out, the better. Saves you more work later. And I spent a lot of money the other day. Well, I say a lot of money. 60 quid on compost, and used it to bank up my main crop potatoes. So that's a job that's got done, but obviously I want to go no dig, so that's going to help me in the end anyway. And when I dig the potatoes out, that will get dug into the soil, so it's all good for next year. I don't see it as a waste of money, you know. So I spent 60 quid on compost. That's half a week's food shop for us. And when you look at it like that and you look at the amount of food that compost is going to grow, it isn't a lot of money really. That's the weeds out, so you just need to dig this fence panel in. This soil goes so hard when you don't do anything with it. It really needs a lot of organic matter over the coming years. Surprisingly, things do grow in it quite well. Okay, put a couple of these in just to hold the soil back. So that's that side done. This is the potatoes I've banked up with compost. It looks lovely. Obviously it will sink a bit, but that's fine. There's the shallots, and I've just gone along here, finished this edge off, and put a piece there as well. I'll probably end up putting some salad and things along here with the celery and the celeriac. So the brick that I've put out, I've just put here just to finish this little bit of a bed off. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I might take this piece of wood out and cut it back, make it level with the end of the polytunnel across there, so I'll lose a foot off that bed, but then that makes this bit a pathway, a wide path, so that when I'm emptying the compost bins, etc., I've got room to do it, to mix all the compost up, etc. So I've decided if you're going to do a job, do it properly. So cardboard down at the bottom, and then I'm going to put compost on top. Because this bed's going to be no dig anyway, so I've done the rest of the bed to bank up the potatoes, so I might as well do this last little bit for what it's going to cost in compost. It's an extra £5 or 10 quid, something like that. So I'll give it a good soaking. Just to help the cardboard break down and the beans get their roots through it. This bit out here, because I'm not certain what I'm going to do with this bit yet, this bed, so I won't do it on here. I'll just plant them in the soil. slug. You'll need a bit more on there, I think. Maybe another half a bag. So, I can't remember the variety of these, but they're a dwarf bean. See how well they come out of these. That's pretty good actually. Got a few decent roots on them. So I'm going to put them in here about every 5 or 6 inches in a block pattern. If I was planting them in rows, I'd plant them about 4 inches apart, but sort of half a metre, 18 inches or so between rows. But because they're in a small block and I haven't got a cover on the tunnel, I can do what I'm doing now and straddle the bed to get to all the crop, if you like. So I'm going to put the ones on the outside near the edge, because then they can bush out over the edge. When I'm spacing plants out, an easy way to do it, rather than measuring, is I've put one on that edge. So I'll put one on this edge. And then I'll put one in the middle. And then probably just divide that space again. That's about right, that is. Yeah, they're about 6 inches apart. Come on. Yeah, pleased with that. And this compost, what I'll do is I'll put it on this piece out here that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, and then that'll just get mixed into the soil and help the ones I put out here. If I actually put any out here, I might be able to get them all in here. So I've got 6 in a tray. There's only 5 in there, in that tray, so I'll do 4 rows of 5, and then whatever's left I'll either squeeze in there or put out here. So what I'm going to do now is space out my rows this way. So again, I've started at that end, so now I'll go to this end. Put one there. Then I'll go to the middle, if it looks like it's going to work out like that. Yeah, just about. And one there and one there. maybe I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe I'll keep the row. I think I'll keep it as it is, and then I can put something else along this edge. Don't know what yet, but we'll find something. Go. So a lot of people believe if you water in the sunlight, direct sun, that it can burn the leaves. I've never found that growing outside. I could imagine it could happen in a greenhouse or a polytunnel, but outside I've never found that. And if you think about it, when it's really hot in the summer and we have a quick rainstorm, why doesn't everything get burnt then? As you know, as the rain stops, the sun comes back out, everything's wet. And for quite a period of my life I lived in Spain, and people would, gardeners, professional gardeners and groundkeepers, etc., would be watering early in the morning, you know, 9 o'clock, something like that, and the sun would be up. Nothing ever got burnt. So I don't worry about it. If things need watering, I'll water them. As I say, it could well be different in a greenhouse where that light and that heat could be magnified, but outside I've never had an issue with it. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.